Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I am with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Greetings, all.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you didn't know, I'm going to tell you anyway, but you should know if you watch this channel, I am freaking nuts over Spider-Man. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. That is like my main thing, right? Yeah, so let's talk about this for a minute, because I'm going to tell you right now, fuck you, Sony. Fuck you!
That was a total, they're saying that's a total rumor and it may not even be true.
Well, no, here's the thing. Here's the thing. It is true, but let me explain to the audience in case you're coming on, you don't know what I'm talking about. So here's the story. Me and Scott, we always do the Everything Show. If you're an avid watcher of the Everything Show, you know that I brought this up over a year ago or whatever, and I said, you know what? It's a scummy thing to do, but you watch. Sony's gonna, if the movie does great and excellent, they're gonna break the deal and be a bunch of a-holes because they only give a shit about themselves. So they're gonna leave Disney holding themselves, and they're gonna go off and they're gonna do all these stupid fucking movies like the, Silver Sable and Black Cat and all. So they have a fucking agenda. I know they have an agenda. We've said it. I said they're gonna fucking
want to take your toys and keep it to their own sandbox.
Right. I said they're gonna fucking do it. I bet you they're gonna do it. I said this over a year ago. We talked about this many times. Guess what? Spider-Man Far From Home is the biggest Spider-Man movie ever. 1,100,000,000. So what do? They're fucking assholes. And they're like, I told you they had to renegotiate the deal, right? Because that's what they have to do, right? They're assholes about it because they want more. Or they want whatever. And Disney's like, no, and they're like, yeah, we want Venom, and no, we don't want, fuck Venom, like, Venom sucks. No, we want this, no, we're out. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Because here's the thing, right? Marvel has their fucking phases, right?
Yeah.
The fucking movie's part of the fucking phase. Phase fucking 4 is the next Spider-Man movie, right? You just fucking eliminated a phase 4 movie now. You fucked up their plans. Like, they have Spider-Man integrated. Part of these plans. You just fucked up their plans. Now, here's the thing. There's a very limited window to this because they're going to start filming other movies that are going to be connected. So they can't, like assholes, and fuck up the movie. If Spider-Man was going to have a big part in the fucking next Avengers movie or something, they have a very limited window to change that shit right now, okay? So you better fuck it. So here's the thing. They didn't give a fuck, whatever. So now fans are like, we're boycotting this shit. Fuck you, basically, because you're an asshole, and we're going to even boycott fucking PlayStation. We'll get you really where you make the money from. When they make money from PlayStation, they're losing money with the Sony pictures, so we'll really screw you. And guess what? Guess what's coming out next fucking year that you've been trying to bring back, right? We're going to screw Ghostbusters 2020. We're going to boycott that shit, too. So now it's like, oh, shit. Like, people are really fucking losing their shit, right? Like, no joke. People literally, as far as this Sony PlayStation 4, I doubt it. But the movies, they will boycott. They fucking will, right? So, I'm telling you.
The problem with this is there's something called a Streisand effect. And basically, you know how Streisand bitched, moaned, and complained about how her house was somebody was taking pictures of it, and that just swarmed everybody to that particular location. This could actually become a Streisand effect to where, that'll give us more reason to actually go watch these movies than actually deter these movies. So
but at that point, nobody gives a shit about that.
It might be a hoax in a way.
No, it's real. It's not a hoax.
But I'm just saying, in a way.
No. Because we don't want to confuse the audience. We don't want to confuse the audience. It's not a hoax.
No, but nonetheless, it could be. This may end up becoming, like I said, Streisand effect, where instead of hurting them, it may go, let's go see it nonetheless.
Yeah, but it's not the point of going to see fucking Far From Home 20 times. That's dark.
I know.
We're talking about the future. The future movie.
Still, that's what I'm talking about is the future.
So here's the thing. This is what happened, right? Every round of negotiations failed. So now it looks like they're done. Both of them, right? So now Sony's looking at this fucking shit. They're starting to panic now. They're like, wait a minute. We didn't realize this was going to be some fucked up shit. So now we just got an update. I just got a fucking update, like minutes before I did this fucking cast, that the new update is that there is going to be another round of negotiations that is going to take place within the next couple of days, maybe even in a week, okay? Because
isn't it funny this is coming out before that Comic-Con?
Yeah. I mean, look, here's
I just find it highly suspicious the fact this is coming out before that Comic-Con that's coming out.
I mean, do you know
October.
how fucked that these Spider-Man movies would be? You can't mention Thanos. You can't mention the Avengers. Can't mention Iron Man. Can't have Stark build the suits. Can't have Happy. Can't have any of that, right? Can't have Nick Fury. Can't have Skrulls. Can't have any of that, right? You gotta have a movie where he's making his own suit, right? Mm-hmm. You can't fucking mention the snap. You can't mention the blip. You can't mention anything connected. The only thing you can mention is his identity was revealed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. You can't even say that the whole thing behind Mysterio with the Stark tech. You can't even mention Stark or anything. So do you realize how fucking hard that's going to be? That they have to do a movie where they can't mention.
This is publicity. I have even though you're saying that, but I just feel it's a publicity stunt.
You think so?
Yes. Because look how, like I said, look how close we are to that September or October Comic-Con.
Yeah, but
all this stuff happens.
Listen,
and they say negotiations broke down.
Yeah,
no,
but this doesn't promote
so much like a publicity stunt.
Yeah, but this is not first of all, what do you gain from this publicity stunt? People losing their shit. So it's not they don't gain anything.
But they're talking about it.
But they don't need to talk about it.
They're talking about it.
Yeah, but you don't understand. This is not something that you need to talk about. Spider-Man is a given. You don't need.
Would we be talking about it as much as this as if they said, "Oh yeah, they signed the deal, Yahoo"? No.
We always talk about Spider-Man.
I know, but still, there's some out there.
But this is not the type of franchise you need to look. You need gimmicks with other franchises. Like Doctor Who, there's no fucking news, right? And people have rumors, and people are talking about Chaos and Cardiff, right? Whatever. Doctor Who ain't doing that great.
Publicity. So, I just have.
Listen. Here's the thing.
This is what proves it to me. This could possibly be a publicity stunt.
No way.
And what was it? Dante's Inferno? That video game came out. There was this religious group that just was at the I don't remember if it was at the premiere of it or what, but there was this supposed religious group, Christian group.
Right, I know.
Oh my God, how could they? And it was revealed like a few days after that was a promotional thing from the company to drum up publicity for the game.
But let me explain something to you. They don't need to promote anything. Spider-Man is the most grossing thing in history. It doesn't need it's coming out again for re-release.
It's coming for re-release. Lips if they said, "Oh yeah, the deal went through." Oh yeah, okay, great. Everybody would be covering it, but the fact they said negotiations broke down. Oh, this is like the third or fourth attempt. They don't know if they're going to pull out. They don't know if they're going to stay in. Everybody's talking about this thing because this whole notion of, oh my God, Spider-Man's no longer going to be connected with Marvel anymore.
That's a big epic deal.
God, this means, oh geez. So they get everybody thinking that no more Spider-Man in the MCU.
Well, what's the gain from that?
They keep this pretty much near the front page, and then what
do you gain from this stuff?
Here's all this stuff.
No, but listen, that doesn't make any sense because what do you have to gain from stuff that they don't want to know?
People are talking about it.
But they're always talking about it.
Publicity is still publicity.
But you don't even need bad publicity. They're talking. It's not that type of move. Listen, the character is not that type of character. It's so big, Spider-Man. It doesn't need that. You don't need that. It's popular. It's the number one thing. It's always Spider-Man is the number one selling superhero. Outsells Superman, Batman, in merchandise and everything. You don't. It doesn't need it. It doesn't need it. I disagree. But we agree to disagree. But here's the thing. Sony just purchased Insomniac Games.
Yeah.
because they want to like have total control over the Spider-Man game, and they want to make a thing. Now, how does that work if you can't use Marvel's Spider-Man? Now, listen to this. They hired Marvel's writers, Dan Slott, Danny Kate, Coach, right? Now you can't because they're Marvel, and Marvel's not gonna like the company's against Sony now. It's not gonna like they're gonna work together. I don't think so. How does that happen? Listen, and that's another thing too.
It smells like a publicity stunt. It just smells like a publicity stunt.
There's no reason to promote it. It's promoted. It's.
If
you understand what I'm saying?
Get more promotion behind something, whether it's true or not, they're gonna do it.
The movie is like gonna be re-released. It's making money still. There's no reason to promote it. It's done already. It's promoting itself. There's no. How much more could you put? What are they? You need to tell me they're doing this to promote the re-release of Far From Home?
That much.
That doesn't make any sense. That's promoting
negative. Granted. The whole notion they probably went in to negotiate the deal. That's true. They probably heard a few things that they didn't agree with, which is true. But the whole notion of everybody's probably blowing it out of the water.
That's not a little deal, dude. This is a big deal. This isn't a little thing.
Making something small,
but
something large out of something small.
It's not something small. We're talking about he's supposed to be intricately part of Phase 4. That if he's not part of Phase 4, they have to change their plans. And they don't every day take a movie out of the Phase 4. They did it in Humans, but they don't do that all the time. That was one movie I knew it was going to suck. But the thing is, they don't. That's the whole point. They have an outline for years ahead that they know what they're going to do. Sony, I'm sorry, but how does that benefit Sony if their fucking own fan base is hating on them, that won't see their shit? That's not helping them.
Think about it. If you can get people into thinking that, oh my God, and then drum up this whole notion of let's boycott, it's going to bring more seats to the
Do you think that Marvel Disney leaked what happened because it broke through, so they want to like bash Sony?
About that much, I think.
I would think they leaked it because Sony, So like let's screw Sony.
I could honestly see Marvel.
I see Disney leaking that.
Doing that.
Because they're like Sony's a bunch of assholes, right?
Yeah.
Look what they're doing. And now Sony's fucked.
In other words, so Marvel and Disney is doing this because, okay, they didn't agree with 2 of our terms or 3 of our terms. Let's let people think this or that.
Marvel would want that, not Marvel and Disney, not Sony. Sony's losing on that end. You understand what I'm saying?
I know.
Sony's not gaining from this.
But still, Marvel and Disney. They let this leak.
Maybe they did. But you know what, though?
And it drums up so much outrage, and people still will go see a movie.
Listen, I'm still going to go see Spider-Man 2, but it's not going to be any good compared to fucking what it would be. It's going to be terrible. You can't, first of all.
Look at the Milan scandal.
Listen, that's a different. Listen, the whole thing with Spider-Man is, they're gonna do if they're gonna do a movie and they can't mention shit, what they're gonna do is something I fear. They're gonna do a fucking time jump where he's working for he's older, he's out of school. They're gonna say, oh yeah, he just cleared up.
11th hour fix or claim there's an 11th hour fix.
You're like, oh, this is what happened. He proved that it wasn't. He's not Spider-Man. Whatever. Now let's move on because they can't mention anything. And look, as much as I want,
they'll come out and say, oh, there's this 11th hour fix, when they really decided on everything on the 5th or 6th or 4th hour.
I doubt that. Because Marvel, let me say, the way Marvel talks about shit in advance, they don't give a fuck. They ruin all these stories that we're reading now because they fucking feel like it on their YouTube channel. So they just fucking revealed future books after Absolute Carnage. So you know those fucking characters live. So they don't give a shit. So they like to show shit in advance. So them holding on to a story that they got Spider-Man rights, they would not hold that. They'd be like, oh, look, we got it back, it's fixed. They don't want negativity. Who the fuck wants negativity, though? This is negativity. This is bad.
Doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter whether it's good publicity, whether you're gaining or losing anything. If you can get some sort of publicity out there, it just smells so much like a publicity stunt.
Listen, the whole thing is that Spider-Man's in the news every fucking day. You don't need any more publicity. They got J.J. Abrams fucking, they're talking about their comic book. They're talking about fucking, you know, they might have a wedding again with Mary Jane. There's no fucking...
But this came out before, all that information came out before this.
All right, but there's no reason for any more publicity than Spider-Man already has. There's no it's not like people are constantly talking about Spider-Man, just like we're talking about Doctor Who, right? Mm-hmm. This is not like us fucking talking about Buckaroo Banzai 2. People need to remember what the fuck that is. And you need then you need publicity. But this is all the time in the fucking news. We cover shit all the time in the books. It's all over every damn thing channel. They're always talking about Spider-Man and MCU. They're always talking about the comic books. It doesn't need it.
And now it doesn't matter how popular somebody is, just so long as they can get word out there that, oh, there might be no Spider-Man. Boycott. And then what happens?
The point
they come out and go, oh, guess what? We managed to save it. Oh, boy. And then everybody's talking about it yet again because they managed to somehow mysteriously saved it.
But here's the thing. The whole point is that the Spider-Man movies are continuing without Disney and Marvel. It's not saving anything. It's just that it's not part of the MCU. They said that they're doing movies still. Like it's not changing. The only thing that's changing is it's not part of the MCU. You don't have Disney promoting it, and Disney ain't paying for it now. So now Sony's going to pay for the whole fucking thing now. Which let's see how good
you fucking films.
Huh?
How many films?
2.
They got 2 more. Okay.
No, they're going to fucking film it 100% themselves. That they were worried about money before. And all right, Venom does well, Spider-Man does well, but what does that mean? So now instead of having, this is how stupid this is. Instead of having Disney pay for half the fucking movie, right? Now, you don't really have money to make fucking movies like that, now you're going to lay out $300 million for the Spider-Man movie and $300 million for the Spider-Man movie? No. But obviously they're big asses. They think, okay, you know what? That's a stupid fucking maneuver. Because if the movie fucking tanks, what are you going to do then? So that's the point, is that the Spider-Man movies are not ending. So there's no reason to promote it. It's that they're going to do shitty fucking Spider-Man movies now. Shitty movies. I mean, like...
It's going to come out that they saved it within the 11th or 6th hour.
I hope so. Because I don't want to see a fucking Clone Saga with Tom Holland so they could build up a fucking Scarlet Spider movie with their stupid-ass plans, and then they can have Spider-Man versus Venom because he's not part of the same universe. Now he's going to be. And just to have that fucking... And that, you know what they're doing that? They're doing Spider-Man... They're doing Venom versus Carnage in Venom 2. And Venom 3 is Spider-Man versus fucking Venom. We know that. And this was their fucking plan from the very fucking beginning. Let's fucking use Disney to fucking whatever, and then we're going to fuck Disney. Goodbye. And they're going to fucking dump them. They were doing this, all this shit. You think Marvel fucking liked it? They're fucking doing all these fucking characters, and they're doing all this fucking universe. How could you have a universe without Spider-Man if it's related to Spider-Man? Why? Because he's going to be in the fucking universe, because they're lying to Disney. They're lying. They want Spider-Man to help them with their Spider-Man. And again, let's not mix the name. Spider-Verse and whatever. Spider-Verse is the term where he teams up with other Spider-Men from other universes. That's not what this is called. We're talking about our universe with Spider-Man characters, villains, heroes that you can't promote unless you actually fucking have Spider-Man in there. which I know that. You're not going to just do that. So that's their fucking plan. Is they're going to get Tom Holland, they're going to put him in this fucking shit, and they're going to promote their bullshit universe, but Disney's goodbye. They don't give a shit. And they're not going to understand that when they fucking tank, then they're going to fucking be, oh, let's Disney, you know, this is not going to be
I could see them doing this maybe for their last movie to show everybody that, yes, we've made enough money, we can do one more movie, but not connected to the Marvel Universe. I don't think they would do that when they've got two to go. I really doubt they would separate themselves that close.
Here's the thing. No matter what, if they do not make a Spider-Man movie, they lose the rights to Spider-Man, and it goes back to Disney. So it's like the Fantastic Four deal.
Mm-hmm.
They have to make a Spider-Man movie every 3 years, no matter what, or they lose Spider-Man. Okay? So now that this contract's broken with Disney, that was another contract. It goes back to the old thing. If they don't make a movie, they lose them. So they're going to make 2 fucking Spider-Man movies with Tom Holland, and then they're going to fucking do other movies with a new Spider-Man or whatever, which I don't even know how they have Tom Holland, because I would think that the contract, they're not allowed to use it because Disney fucking hired him. So I don't know what that, I don't even believe that. I don't believe
that's why, like I said, I could see them doing this little shindig when they had one more movie to go, but not 2.
Yeah, I don't know what that, you know what?
This is some sort of little, let's drum up whatever heat. So
God knows I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so I get hot about this. He knows. I'm not doing anything personal to him. I'm just aggravated because, you know, Spider-Man is my main.
Because I've been hearing this, because I was listening to this on other YouTubers following it, and they says, right now, all this is just, they're saying it's just a rumor as well.
Yes.
So it's going to, and they keep saying, you watch, it'll come out going, oh, look, it was magically saved. But,
well, like
I said, this is, I don't buy it. I can see, like I said, I can see them doing this for their last movie because they can show, see, we can be,
I hope you're right,
on our own, but
I hope you're right, because
it's just too coincidental that it's coming out prior to the Comic-Con thing and that, and it's just.
I hope you're right.
Yes, it smells something bad.
I don't see the purpose of doing negativity press and how it helped the character at all. I don't think so, but that's my belief. But we'll see.
Unless they're trying to. The only other thing is, I know they're trying to draw attention away from the Mulan thing. That's the only other.
You know what? You know what? You might have just figured it out.
They're trying to pull away from. They're trying to draw attention to Mulan.
You know what? You might have just fucking figured this whole thing out. Create a fake scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's talking about this stupid fucking ass that spoke out and fucking ruined the movie. So let's talk about this Spider-Man bullshit, and it's not real. And then
how long have you been hearing about the Mulan? How much have you been hearing
every day? Every day.
So now we got Spider-Man on everybody's lips,
right?
Instead of.
You know what? I give my hat off to you. You know what? I concede. I give my hat off to you. You fucking figured it out. I believe you. You know what? I think you are right 1,000,000%. I'm wrong. You're right. Absolutely.
Because ever since the Spider-Man thing has come out, I've heard pittance about Mulan's crap.
You know what? You got me, man. You got me. I'm telling you, you got this. You are right on this. Because again, what are we talking about? We're not talking about fucking Mulan. We're talking about Spider-Man. So you know what? Create a fake thing like a Tana and Jake wedding and shit, and then oh, that's fine. You're right. I think you're right. All right. Besides the Spider-Man thing being the worst news ever, we had the greatest news ever as far as I'm concerned, because we're getting The Matrix.
I heard. 4. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, number 4.
Now they've talked about this in the past. They said it's nonsense. Whatever. Now we have confirmation that Carrie Ann Moss and Keanu Reeves, and I think is it Lana Wachowski? One of the Wachowski siblings she fixed her schedule around. She was busy, if you remember. Now the deal's in place. Absolutely, Matrix 4. In fact, not only there's a Matrix 4, but everything that everybody was upset about, all the bullshit about someone else being the one and Michael B. Jordan, all that's bullshit. Because let me tell you something. People wanted Neo alive. Neo is alive. People wanted Trinity alive. Trinity is alive. How's Trinity alive? Probably she gets fixed by the machines, you know, and Neo is not dead either. So I'm glad that we continue. Maybe somebody's looking for Neo. They find that Neo and Trinity are in the machine
I could see them using Michael B. Jordan as somebody searching for him, and everybody is assuming that he's the
son
new
or something, like Morpheus' son or something.
Yeah, and they assume that he's the new one, and then it's like, oh no.
You know what it is? The machines could probably be trying to take control over Neo to like make him a villain, and then somebody has to fight Neo or something.
Well, like I said, it could be like a Matrix rebooted to where the machines have something's gone wrong with that little.
Well, it's a direct sequel to the last one.
Yeah,
direct.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to open up the
wrong,
door.
and they both are one's fighting to take back control.
See, now what they're doing is they only announced one movie because they want to see
which is a smart thing
in this decade everybody takes to the Matrix sequel. Because again, it's been a while.
Yep.
The Matrix, so we want to see how it stands up.
Which is a proper thing to do.
Do we still have a fan base for the Matrix movies? I highly believe that. And I told you, I said that needs to come back so it could show the box office dominance. And this movie will make $1 billion, $2 billion, whatever. So I'm glad we got our wish. So again, they're going to make one, but make no mistake, they're probably planning a trilogy.
Yeah,
okay?
Another trilogy.
But they're not going to tell you that. They're going to make one. And it's going to be made where it has to be sequels. So, you know, that will put you in a pit.
So basically, they'll probably film 2 endings to it. That way, if it doesn't do as well as they want.
No, they'll purposely make it where it'll be open-ended because the movie company will go for it. They're like fans, I'm telling you, if you put out Matrix 4, this movie will make over $1 billion. It's guaranteed. I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed. What?
You think it'll beat Endgame?
See, I don't know. I think it's possible. Matrix 4, I think it's possible. I think people could remember how Force Awakens came out. People lost their shit. I'm telling you, I really think. I said it too. I said the one thing that could be competition would be a Matrix trilogy or something, right? That's the only thing I can think of. Avatar, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't see Avatar coming anywhere. I could see that to this day. I don't see him getting as many movies. I can see them doing. I could see him going up to maybe number 3, and then people going, okay, we're done with Avatar. Thank you.
I agree. I think what's going to happen is Avatar 2 is going to come out, and even though it will make a lot of money, it will not make more than $1 billion.
No.
It will guarantee a 3, but he's going to be upset because he's thinking in his head $2 billion, $3 billion. It's not going to happen.
The only reason why the first Avatar managed to be such a success is because the way he set it up with the whole motion capture with the face. The only way Avatar 2 could be Avatar 2 or 3 could be as big of a success if they could set it up as some sort of VR experience for the audience to where they could, like, little flip of the switch, they get somebody else's point of view.
The reason why it was popular is because we were spending $30 to see Avatar. Yeah. Because it was 3D. Nobody had that before.
Exactly.
So instead of paying $6, you're paying $22 to $30 for one ticket. One ticket. 3D. But listen, you chop that in 3s. The movie ain't that. It's like $1 billion movie. So the one ticket price was astronomical because you created this whole 3D thing, right? When he does the second one, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to see people shell out $22 to $30 for Avatar 2. Sorry.
No.
The 3D thing is done because nobody could do it but him. Nobody gives a shit about 3D anymore. That's why it's not going to fly.
Yeah.
And he's going to realize that when he puts it out.
Yeah, 2's going to be a success, but it's not. Now it's going to be a success. Yes, it'll be a success enough to give him a 3rd film. But nothing beyond. Nothing. If it gets a 4th and beyond, it'll be by the grace of God.
Listen, you're gonna see him get really upset when 2 is done. And yeah, he's going to get his 3, but he's going to have to change gears because he's going to be upset that it's done. And don't forget they have that big Avatar thing in Disney too.
Yeah.
That people are not going to take to that. No give a shit about that.
And what also needs to be done is he can't focus on the same blue individuals because that's going to get old as well.
He should be doing all his franchises 100% of his time and effort in those franchises.
Yeah.
Not half-ass.
No.
All right? Getting somebody else to do your Terminator movie?
That's stupid. No.
You need to write that shit. You
Yeah.
need to fucking direct that shit. I don't care how old you are. If you could spend fucking 1 million hours on fucking Avatar 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Now, if you want to have a co-producer help you in certain spots, fine.
That,
but
he needs to do all that shit. He needs to fucking stop being baby, fucking do Terminator him fucking self, and an Alien movie himself. And fuck this shit about I don't have time. Because this is what it is. You don't have fucking time, then your thing goes to shit.
Yeah.
Okay? It's going to shit. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to go out on a limb here and I'm going to say that this is not the last Terminator movie.
No, it's not.
Because it's egos. And if this shit bombs, it's going to be like Thanos taking the Infinity Glove, say, all right, I'm going to do it myself. And that's exactly what's going to happen.
Gonna make it, that Terminator movie, it's gonna make its money back.
Fucking sucks.
I don't know if it'll be $1 billion movie, but I think it'll make its money back.
I don't know. All right. There's other stuff to talk about besides Spider-Man, Avatar, all that stuff. All right. So, the first news I got today, well, actually, I was working today, and then after I got out of work, Connor sent me the title to the next James Bond movie, No Time to Die. So I'm going to screen share this with you. Hold on. I just want to take this. Okay. I'm going to screen share this quick. No Time to Die. I like the title a lot.
Song for it, I wonder.
I like the title.
Yeah.
I don't like the graphics because I think it looks like
I could
change the fucking graphics. That looks like shit. But I like the title, No Time to Die.
If they had it looking like something like almost like a clock face, maybe. But those things.
Yeah. Again,
I'm not wild about the graphics as well.
I'm glad they didn't use other titles like Never Say Never Again 2 or like No Time for a Woman. No. No Time to Die. I like that title. I think Connor liked it too, but I know they get busy.
The title, the graphics, for the calligraphy for it, they need to change that.
That's totally terrible.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make it out like what it is. It's terrible. All right, so I wanted to address something else, Doctor Who style, so we're going to do real movies. All right, thank you guys. Take care. Bye for now.